Right, I am doing another video. I might sound quiet, but it's because it's late. I just thought I need to make a video on this, not on this video here. 1 second. Yeah, anyways, I want to make a video on these shill channels on YouTube. Basically, that are put in place to lead the people astray into further mind control and complete. This is what this over here, right? Is complete. What I call what basically the exact definition of damage control is what this is. These YouTubers, people really look past these YouTubers and they think, they all the indoctrination and all the mind control that and all the bullshit that's from the news and the media, like all this stuff. It's always just the news. They don't ever think, maybe the news has manifested and spread out onto all these other media platforms like YouTube and all these other platforms. People don't think or broaden their minds and think that there's any more undercover ops that's spreading bullshit. Well, there is, and there's a main one right here. And this just completely pissed me off. And I'll tell you why it pissed me off, because there's so many of these shills that you get everywhere. And it's not like it's a complete uncommon thing. It's very fucking common, of course it is. But it made me especially angry because there's this amazing awakening going on at the moment. And obviously they don't want it to happen, do they? Of course they don't. So they're doing really desperate attempts at trying to reherd the people the way they want them to go. And it just makes me angry because it's typical bullshit from these cunts right here. They try and see, I hate these bastards, man. I really do. The insane transvestigators on Facebook. You're apparently insane for questioning things. And I was just saying this. You will never ever be in a dangerous situation from not questioning things. You can never question anything too much. Never. You should always be questioning everything. Everything. This danger comes from not questioning things. Not questioning things. Danger, right, comes from not questioning things. Not questioning things. Do you see what I'm saying there? And see these little control opposition right here, they're trying to somehow in their warped little way try and make people that question things, critical thinkers, people with discernment, look stupid, but really they're just making themselves look fucking stupid because people are waking up and there's no stopping it from happening. And as I was saying, they're trying to make the people look silly for questioning things which everybody should do. And you're not stupid at all if you don't question things. And there's reasons why people are questioning things. It's because the proof is in the fucking pudding. The evidence is all there. None of these fuckers in the elite are probably not even human. I don't even think they're human. And there's a lot of evidence to back this up as well. But we're just talking about this whole basic anatomy right now of these elites, and the fact that they are all inverts pretty much. They really are. They really are. I mean, look at these busted knees here. And this is supposed to be a woman. Look at these massive hands. Look at that digit there. That's a man digit. And the thing is, right, you could pass, for example, say this was just supposedly one woman, right? And the one woman that had these abnormalities in her anatomy, and they had the opposite anatomy than what they should, that can happen quite not frequently, but sometimes that does happen, but very rarely. You look at the elites, they all have the same opposite anatomy than what they should. That is a major red flag. Major red flag. You would never ever get a whole fucking room, a whole group, a whole circuit full of people that have the same abnormalities in the way that they should be, the way that their anatomy is. majority of women have, well, I've got a video up on my channel that goes into the anatomy of a woman and the anatomy of a man. They're very different. And yes, go watch that video. Like, it will literally just go into everything that you need to know. Basic breakdown. So you don't need to be fucking stressing out over little cunts like this anymore. That because we actually show evidence on my channel, and just have a look and study basic anatomy, and then you don't need to be fucking dealing with sodomites like that, trying to make just talk us shit, because we actually have evidence to prove what we're saying. There's a reason why people question things. And also, what I was saying as well is that when someone talks shit in this earth, right, why not talk shit? If you think someone is usually if someone's talking crap in this earth, no one really batters an eyelid. No one gets funny over it. Everyone just thinks, oh, that's silly, and they just move on with their life. But these this is how you know that what we're saying isn't silly. It's in fact true, because these there's so look at this. So many of these look at all these videos, these damage control videos that are being made. If it's so crazy, if it's so silly, why are you getting so funny about it? Why are you getting so offended over it? Why are you getting so bothered about it? Real people don't get like that over things that they know is bullshit. Why are you getting so offended over it? Is it because you know it's true? Yes it is. You know it's true, don't you? You know that there's truth in what we're saying, because it is true. Literally, look at basic anatomy. There is no way you can deny the truth, the evidence, because it's right there. It is set in stone. It is evidence. You can't deny that, can you? That's why you cannot get out of your head that people are waking up. You little control op. This one here is a control op working with the government to completely lead the people astray. Damage control, as fucking per usual, because they're seeing how awake people are becoming especially on Facebook. People are really waking up on Facebook. It's getting brilliant there, and they've got to do all these. You'll find as well, people, right, with these fake channels there. I really don't need to get rolled up over it, because I've been dealing with this shit for years. I've been dealing with it my whole life. You'll find with these channels, they'll make all their little videos, and nothing will ever come out of it. Nothing will ever. Nothing will change. We'll just go right. The people will just go right back to living their herded life of obeying to the government, paying for energy that is free, paying for food that is free, paying for water that we've been given for free. They'll still go on living their little sheep lives. That's how you know none of these videos online are actually fucking informing you of anything. They're not waking you up. They're not giving you anything that's any value to you. They're not helping you. They're just indoctrinating you. They're keeping you in a mind control state. They're keeping you asleep. They're not helping you in any way. That's when you start realising. You're like, oh, that video I watched was full of shit, because I've just back where I was to begin with. And that is why they do it, because they see people's waking up, they realise it, and they think, oh shit, damage control, get our minions in, get our fucking YouTubers, and all these little fucking influencers. You're not influencing jack shit, but that's what they try and call themselves. Indoctrinators is what they actually are. Get the indoctrinators and get the influencers into damage control, because this tree, the thing is, with these ops, there's so many of them. With these narcs, these undercover ops, there's loads of them. There's millions, there's billions of them. Billions of these. So they're just spread out everywhere. But you'll always notice them. You'll always notice them. If you're awake, if you're a smart person, you will wake up and you'll realise and you'll notice the control ops from the real people. You'll be able to notice it. So they're not ever hidden, because they're always pushing an agenda. They're always working, constantly working, but they try and make it look like they're not working. Do you notice that? Like this guy, this bald guy doesn't seem to me like a man at all. We'll have a look at it, shall we? They're always working the damage control. Look at this. The sun. That's someone went into all this shit and exposed all of this poison. Yeah, this one here working hard to make videos to keep people in line with not questioning anything, feeling stupid for questioning anything. As I just stated, right, you will never be questioning something has never resulted in danger. It's always not questioning that results in danger. Dangerous things happen from not questioning things. Not questioning things. Do you see what I'm saying here? So you're never silly for questioning anything. You're actually bang on form. You're doing your job. You're doing a brilliant job. You're using your brain. You're using what whoever put us here has given us for a reason, by design, to use. Not to shut off, not to replace it with a robot, not to replace it with nanotechnology. It's there. We've been built the way we've been built for a reason. We've been given free energy. We've been given free food. We don't need to be in this enslavement system, and they have their little minions in place to keep everybody in line, to keep everybody under a mind control state, as I just said. And as I said as well, yet again, they are working tirelessly to damage control, to keep everybody in line. That's what they're doing. They're so panicky, but they try and cover it up with a calm, like they're annoyed, they're like a new agey, like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're just trying to get rid of all these crazy people online. That's these conspiracy theorists. Look at these crazy people. Look at them. Do you see what I mean? Do you see how these channels try and make you look stupid? Genuine people that don't like somebody or are not, or think someone's talking shit. They don't go out of their way to like make videos and make that person look stupid. They don't. They just leave them. They leave them to carry on with what they're doing. They just let them be. Why do these channels go out of their way to fuck with people so much, to make people look crazy, paint people in a bad light, constantly working at it? They literally work. This is what this one here does for a living. It works to make people that question things try and make them look silly. Literally, this one's job is to damage control. That's what its job is. It's to go out of its way, right? This job is to go out of its way to try and stop people, right? This is exactly what this one does to stop people from free speech, basically. Because we're allowed to say what we like online, aren't we? Why is this little bastard right here trying to make people feel like they're silly for questioning things, for critical thinking? Well, because it's working with the government. That's why this one's doing it. As I just stated, someone who thinks someone's talking shit, someone who thinks someone's as I said, someone who doesn't like somebody, someone who thinks someone's talking shit, they just let them carry on. They don't care. They're just like, oh, carry on, mate. You do what you want. It's fine. These lot get offended over it. They get offended. They take offence. You don't take offence to something unless there's truth involved. That's the truth of the matter. You do not take offence to something unless there is truth involved. Why is this one here getting so funny about it? Why is it going out of its way? It's its job to make videos to try and make these people look stupid. If you think someone is stupid, you let them carry on. You're like, oh, whatever, mate, carry on, do what you want. You don't get offended over it. Why are you taking offence? Why are you getting angry? You're getting angry because there's truth involved. Simple as that. If there was no truth involved, you wouldn't be getting angry. You wouldn't care. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't care. They care because there's truth involved. They care because they work for the government, obviously, don't they? As I state, education ticket. That proves it as well. Girls, you don't get that tick unless you're pushing the agenda in some way. You gotta be pushing whatever agenda's going on in some way to get that verification tick. You won't see me getting that tick ever in all of history, and I don't want the fucking thing because I know what it means. Verification tick, because I know what it fucking means. It means you're pushing the agenda, which I am not pushing the fucking agenda. I'm exposing the agenda. Oh, I hate this one. I don't even know who this is, but you can tell it's faggy just the way his accent. That's why it's getting so offended, because it knows it's true. Yeah, again, I just said, if you think something is not true, or you think someone's silly, you think someone's crazy, right? You don't go out of your way to shit on that person even more. You don't go out of your way to make videos, your whole job, to make that person look stupid, to yeah, be nasty. Exactly. If you think someone's silly, you just don't care about them because you know it's not true. So why do you care? This one taking offence, getting angry. Clearly, look at his eyes. Look how he's acting. Like you're clearly always acting. Tries to like it doesn't care. Like it's like, oh, do you know what I mean? Little fag, fucking vagabond, sodomite. Yeah, as I said, tries to play it off like it doesn't care, like it's careless with it, like it's just nothing to me. If it's nothing to you, then it's nothing to you. You don't go out of your way to make a fucking video about it, multiple videos about it. Look how annoyed you're getting, you little fag. It's because there's truth involved. You also work for the government as well, because yes, exactly, you're a minion to the government. You're doing damage control, blocking all the fucking exits, blocking all the exits for the sheep to get out of so they don't fucking escape. So they don't possibly question nothing that's going on. They don't fucking wonder, oh wait a minute, why does that actress look like a man? Why does it have a man's anatomy? Because there's a fucking agenda going on in this world, and these little fuckers right here are put in place to keep you in line, to keep you going along with the bullshit train. That's simple as that. It's as simple as that. And people always think in such a narrow-minded way. They think, oh, all the bullshit is just in the news, it's just in ABC, it's just in BBC. No, it's not. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, people. Why would the bullshit not manifest into different things, not be everywhere? It's everywhere you look. It's plastered on billboards. It's everywhere. It's everywhere to keep you in line. It's as simple as that. These lot, they go out of their way to make videos. They work very hard in their mind control business, because there's truth involved in this. As I just said, if you think someone's crazy, everyone question ourselves there right now. If you ever come across, for example, you come across someone who you thought was crazy, you thought they were just talking utter nonsense, they were just, they were you know what I mean, what would you actually say to that? Would you get angry? Would you or would you if you thought someone was crazy, if you thought someone was talking nonsense, you just let them carry on? You just be like, oh, whatever, you know what I mean? You just be like, oh, I feel bad for that person, that they're crazy. You let them carry on. You wouldn't. This guy here, getting clearly annoyed. Why would you get annoyed over something that you apparently know is not true? If you think it's not true, if it's nothing to you, if it's absolutely nothing, it's absolute bullshit, why are you getting so offended by it? Why are you so bothered by nothing? If it's nothing to you, it's nothing to you. So why are you fixating on it? Why are you making videos on it? Because it isn't nothing, and it's never been nothing. That's exactly why. Do not be deceived by these little fucking state operatives, these little shills, these little fuckers right here, these little gatekeepers, these little fags. Look how it's fucking sitting. Stupid old prat. Yeah, as I said, don't ever be deceived, don't ever be led astray by these fuckers. They're just state operatives. Trying to make other people fucking faggy. Look up. Fucking, what man dresses like that? Come on. Know where you're really getting. Look at my comments as well. I've got my comments there, so you can go and have a look at that. Screenshot that if you want to have a look at that comment. That's a good comment I wrote there. Really good comment. What else? I wrote another comment. That go. I think it got deleted. It's nowhere to be seen. Look at it. Look how many videos he's making. Laughing. Going out of his way to take the piss out of supposed crazy people. If you think someone's crazy, you don't go further out of your way to kick them when they're down, to make fun of them. If you think someone's genuinely crazy, you don't do that. You leave them alone. You let them carry on, because what they're doing doesn't hold any value anyway. So let them carry on. Well, the reason why is because what people are saying holds value, and that's why they're doing this shit. That's the only reason why they'd be doing it. If it was nothing, it would be nothing, and they would just give it a rest. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. If it was nothing, if it holded no value, why would you make a video on it? Why would you get so angry over it? Why would you get so offended over it? You wouldn't. In reality, you wouldn't. It's because these lot work for the government. You never see normal people getting like this. You really don't. You really don't. You don't kick supposed crazy people when they're down. You don't do that shit. That's actually nasty. Either way you look at this fucker, is a nasty little bigot. It's as simple as that. Fucking little new agey little faggot. Little faggot. Get fucking real, you fucking swine. Ginger as well. That just adds to it. Yeah, again, I've got literal videos on my channel that go into basic anatomy, so you can watch them. The boys are back, and I love that. It's fucking brilliant. Look how defended this one's getting. Oh shit, someone's with. Oh no, you can't say that. Look how angry it's getting. Oh, look at the face, look at the eyes on this fucking lunatic right here. The eyes say it all, the eyes never lie, do they? Damn, what the people say? It's called free speech. People are allowed to say what they like. Fuck off. Why are you getting so funny about it? Why are you getting so funny about it? You're allowed to come on your channel and say whatever you fucking like without getting censored. If I fucking said what I wanted to say, I'd get fucking censored. That's the thing. This is how you know it's a biased. You know who's running this world. You know who's fucking running it. These demons right here. That's the truth. It's androgynous business. I've already gone into why they're transgenders. It's a very much of a deeper matter than what people even think. It goes even deeper than the whole The transgender is just one tiny level of the fucking thing. Yeah, once you actually go into it, you realise what it's all for. It's a demonic business, because you'll realise all these ones that are transgender are in with in the occult. They're in the occult. They're in Freemasonry. They're in covens. They're in the witches, warlocks. Yeah, it's a demonic business, and demons are androgynous. They have no gender. They're androgynous. They're hermaphrodites. They're just fucked up, and that's why they do this shit. That's why all these lot do this, because they are demons. They're false idols. They all want to be worshipped. Worshipping anything is fucking weird, by the way. It's weird. It's weird behaviour. I think can we all not agree on this? That is weird? Yeah, because people's minds, their sense of reality has become so warped by all this complete poisoning, threatening, poisoning, threatening, bullying that goes on in this world is insane. That is what I mean, and that's why people have got a false perception, a complete false, warped sense of reality, a complete warped way of thinking. They think in a warped way because of the poisoning, the harassment, the bullying, this crap here. That's what I mean. That's why. People have got into too much of a comfortable state, which is very bad, and I'll say why. Because it's not the real comfortable state that we're designed to have. We're not in tune with our bodies anymore. You are always supposed to be in tune with your body. You're always supposed to be using your brain. You're never supposed to just have your brain shut off. The only time you should ever have your brain shut off is when you're sleeping. You should never just be sat like a fucking zombie, just not thinking for yourself, just letting someone else think for you. Because that organisation would love that. Whatever is trying to control you would love your brain to be shut off. Of course it would, because it wants to control the world. It wants to control your fucking reality. It wants to do whatever it wants to do. Of course it loves having your brain shut off. That's the whole fucking point of the whole thing. That's the whole design of it. Damn, and look at this here. Not a single woman in sight. Not a single one. They're all transgenders. All of them are transgenders. This is facts. And I'm saying it's real. I don't say things are facts unless they are. Alright? I'm not one of these types of people. If I say something's a fact, it is a fact. It is a fact. These are all men. All gonna.
How large.
I'm not talking about this fucking one right here. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention this because this is the sort of shit that they always do when people start waking up in this world. And the awakening is amazing. And nothing of what they are going to do is going to do anything anyway. But it enrages me because I know that a lot of people are going to fall for this shit, and that's what makes me angry. That's the bit that makes me angry. Is whenever people are waking up, these little fucking channels pop up, fucking with their damage control videos, getting people back in line, getting the sheeps back in the herd, Come on, you're stupid. You're crazy. We'll be fucking crazy. I'll be a proud crazy person. They use all the terminology under the sun, like it means anything. I'll be a crazy person. I'll be a proud nutcase. Proudly. Happy days. Happy fucking days. I'll be a proud nutcase. As long as I'm not as long as I'm not a sheep, as long as I'm not having my mind controlled, I'm not a sleeping sheeple, I'm fucking happy. As long as I'm thinking for myself, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm not being deceived by this demonic garbage right here. I am happy, and I'll be as whatever you want to call me it, whatever. Yet again, this is what they think. This is our desperate attempts at trying to get the people back in line. And it's not working. It ain't working. Once people are awake in this world, they're awake. There's nothing they could do about it. And the more that they try and do stuff to people, the more obvious that they make themselves look. The complete more obvious that they make themselves look. This is the thing. Making sure I'm recording. Yeah, exactly. So they know that there's no avenue that they can take that is gonna. And I'm doing my job here. I saw this video pop up. I think, no, I'm making a fucking video on this, and so that no one is deceived by this crap. I'm not allowing this shit to happen anymore. Fuck you, you little ginger cunt. I'm not letting people be deceived by this garbage. I will not allow it to happen. And you can say, oh, Mel, just let it know. Because people are waking up in this world, and I'm not allowing this shit to carry on. And like, if I can do whatever I can do to stop this from happening, to help wake people up, genuinely wake people up, inform people of what is going on, I will do that. Because it is these fucking videos right here that really get inside people's heads, and I'm not allowing this fucker, this little cunt right here, to do this anymore. Look at it, look how desperate it is to try and just kick supposed crazy people when they're down. Look, this crazy TikToker. See, look, literally, I'm not fucking pretending. It says it right there. This crazy TikToker thinks every celebrity is trans. Why are you kicking a supposed crazy person when they're down? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? If you think they're crazy, why are you kicking them when they're down? Little ginger one. Why are you doing that? Answer me that, please. You answer me that. You won't, will you? You probably won't fucking notice my channel. Well, if you do, I hope you watch this video, you little faggots. I hope you watch it, but that'd be fucking good if you do. I don't think you will, but you probably will. Don't you? Because you probably work for the government, so you will, but yeah. Look, this crazy TikToker thinks celebrity is trans. If that person is crazy, let them be crazy. Let them carry on. Why does it matter to you? If nothing of what they says holds anything, why does it matter? Let them carry on. Why does it matter to you? Why are you making a video on it? Why do you care? Why are you trying to kick them when they're down? Why are you so angry? Why are you so irritated? I know what's going on in your little fucking ginger head. I know what's going on in there. You're angry, aren't you? That's the only explanation for why you're making these videos. You're angry, you're irritated, and you're right at the government's fucking asshole. Aren't you? You're probably scared. You're probably a trans supporter, little witch, little warlock. You probably go to pride events, don't you? And you just can't stand anything against the fucking little rainbow flag, poisonous, nanotechnology fucking agenda. That's what you can't stand. You can't stand anything going against that, can you? You can't stand it. It scares you. It really does scare you. Let's be real. Why don't you just be an honest person? Give everybody the real reason why you're so bothered by this. Just like what I said in my college is now gone. Probably been deleted. Oh yeah, this is funny as well, right? I was looking at this video popped on. They're really pushing this Wednesday witchcraft bullshit, and I wrote on this because I thought I cannot physically sit and let this crap carry on. Like, sit and just watch these videos. This train carry on going and going and going with this pushing of this propaganda, pushing of this indoctrination. I never ever sit and let this bullshit carry on. No way. Because I know people will fall for this shit. And fuck these fuckers. Look, see, not a single woman in sight. This is what I wrote. Because it's true. Because it's literally there in the anatomy, which you can see. We don't want your demonic crap anymore. Piss off. Bang on. And then this person wrote to me, thinking they were funny, obviously, and put everything okay at home, mate, as if I'm not okay in the head, because I visibly see that these lot here that are calling themselves women are not women. They're actually the opposite gender, because they do worship demons, and literally their whole show is about witchcraft and about blood and all this other creepy shit. So yes, everything okay at home. Why is that? You clearly don't care. You're just trying to insinuate that I'm not okay or something. I'm not okay because I am seeing with my own eyes that these are trannies, which is exactly what they are. yeah, everything is okay at home, mate. It is. Thanks for asking. Everything's fine and dandy. Fine. Because I'm actually awake. Everything's great. I'm a happy nutcase. Because everyone thinks... If you want to call me that, if you think, oh, everything's not okay at home, mate. Oh, no, it isn't. It's not actually. It's not. No, I'm crazy. I'm losing it. Oh, I'm losing my head. It feels really good, though, because I'm not actually losing my head. I'm actually thinking with my head that I was born with for a reason, that the Creator gave me for a reason, designed me with for a reason to use it. Yes, I am. Everything at home is not okay because I'm using my brain. Alright then, I just sent a load of laughing emojis back because that was my reaction in real time. These are just sort of little... This is what I mean. And this person there has probably watched all of these videos and has been completely... Their mind has been hijacked by these little demon pirates. And they, and his mind is being puppeted by these fuckers right there, being controlled. So that's why I get so angry at these videos, because I know what they're doing to people. Because these videos that fuck with the people that come and troll on my channel, that is why I get so angry. Because it's not because I care about the trolls on my channel. I mean, I let them carry on. I literally let them carry on. There was one time where I deleted a comment, and I wish I didn't do that, but there's nothing I could do about it now. But I wish I didn't delete it, because I like to keep all the comments there. Yeah, again, right, I'm not like this fucker right here. If I see crazy people, I let them fucking be crazy. Why is he going on there looking like a crackhead, getting so angry over supposed crazy people? They're not so crazy though, are they? They really genuinely aren't. They really aren't. Especially when you really fucking look into things. You don't really need to really look into things either. You only gotta look just a little bit. Just step outside of this fucking bullshit system and you'll see what's really going on. It doesn't take a genius to work all this stuff out. It really doesn't. It just takes critical thinking, questioning. Just question things. The more you question, the more you know. That's the truth. The more you question, the more you know. The more you protect yourself, the more you keep yourself safe. The less you question, the more fucking danger you're in. The less you know, the less you question, the less you know. That is the fucking truth. Now look at this, doing fucking occultist hand signs. Let's have a look. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Look at it, what are you meant to be? Look at it, look at his face, look how angry it's getting underneath all this facade. Pretending to be like it's keeping its cool, like it doesn't really care. You do care, because you wouldn't be making a video otherwise, would you? Making fun of supposed people, kicking them when they're down. They're not crazy though, are they? That's the thing, that's the truth, because you wouldn't be paying attention to them if they were actually crazy, would you? You wouldn't be kicking them when they're down if they were actually crazy. It's because they're not. Because they're actually speaking facts. And this is the truth. You'll find this in any scenario, people. People take offence to things that have truth in them. If something is complete crap, you don't get offended by it. You don't get angry with it. Why would you care? You wouldn't care because it holds nothing. Because it's not true. Because you know it's not true. It's literally bullshit. Then you wouldn't care. When someone gets angry over something, it's because there's truth involved. And that is facts. You'll find that in any scenario. Going. That's the fucking truth. Look at his face. Look at this crackhead right here. Look how angry it gets. Yeah, how like offended, like irritated. This one, quick on its channel, quick to damage control. Do you know what's funny? This video, so was the other one. The other one was made a year ago. The awakening of the people has only gotten stronger after these videos have been made. So it really failed miserably. You can see the views are big, but it doesn't mean anything. It genuinely doesn't mean anything. Because I can see by the way of people now how much people have woken up, and that shows that this didn't do fuck all. If anything, it made people more awake. So it really didn't fucking work, did it? It really didn't, because I know for a fact that in these last couple of years people have woken up crazy. The awakening has been insane. So many people are waking up over these last 2 years. So these videos haven't done shit. Either way, they've either done nothing, they've done fuck all, or they've actually woken people up. Because people are like seeing how obvious they're outing themselves, how obvious the annoyed they're getting, how they're trying to damage control, and it's made people wake up even more. So it's, as I literally said, there is no avenue that they can go down that is going to stop the awakening. Nothing. And this proves it. And this really does prove it. And I know this because I've seen it. I've seen the awakening and I've seen it. Look at it. 2 years ago, the views don't mean shit. The likes don't. People have still woken up, just like I said in my comment section. Right here. All these FTMs there. All these FTMs got tiny sloped shoulders. Look at these ones there. Look at these ones there. High shoulders, wide. Their heads 3 times can fit within them shoulders. Men have that, broad shoulders, and it's all optical illusions. They do not look that tiny. In real life, they're probably like fucking 6 foot tall, 5'8" at the fucking least. This one here, right here, all of these 5'8" at the least, literally. And you do get short men, by the way. You do get short men. So they ain't fucking fooling anybody there. Yet again, massive head, massive wide shoulders, broad, and look at these supposed men in the corner here. Sloped shoulders, all FTMs, all of them are FTMs. Look at this one down there, it's Demon, right here. It is obvious. It is obvious. What is going on? It's not that, it's literally does not take a genius to work that out. And do you know what? If anything, this one here probably read it is getting really annoyed because it is a tranny. It's probably thinks it's a woman, probably wants to be a woman, or is a woman. And that's why it's getting so annoyed about it, because it takes offence, because it thinks it's like an attack on trans people or something. Is one of these little fucking new agey fags that is getting automatically angry about it, when in fact people aren't even really saying anything about trans people. They're actually just saying the fact that all these lot in the industry are lying about their genders, which is a big fucking deal. If they're lying about their genders, what else are they lying about? That's the thing. That is the truth of the matter. You're deceiving people. You're making people believe that you're a woman. You're completely changing, warping people's thoughts, making men attracted to men, making women attracted to women. This is what they're fucking doing. This is so deep. It is deep, by the way. It is deep. Alright? That's the truth. It is deep. So if anyone goes, it's not, it is actually. Is it really that deep? Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is. So if they come out and they go, oh, so what if we're lying about our genders? We're allowed to be whatever gender we want. And this is what they're trying to get people prepared for. The truth is, you've lied about your gender. You've not been honest about it. You've lied and pretended to be the opposite gender. You tried to get men attracted to men, women attracted to women. That is, and yes, as I just said, if they're lying about their genders, what else are they lying about? Fucking everything else they're lying about. This is the truth of the matter right here. Yes, and as I said, this one is a little obviously a little tranny trans supporter, and it doesn't like hearing anything. And as I just said, no one has actually said anything nasty about, like, we haven't said anything. We're just saying that the people here are lying about their gender. That's all we've been actually saying. We've been pointing out and breaking down the anatomy of all of these elites, all of these ones on the mainstream. That's what we've been doing. So don't try and fucking change it into your little transphobic fucking bullshit agenda, which it was never anyway to begin with. We're going into why these fuckers... There's no such thing as being scared of fucking trans people. Fuck off of your fucking agendas. This is lying about your gender, and this is what I'm on. This is what we're all going into. These lot are lying about their genders, and they're doing it for a reason. It's all by design. Everything is by design. There are no coincidences. They're trying to warp it. These YouTubers are trying to warp it into some bullshit about transphobia and all this fucking shit to try and get all of them, try and twist it and maneuver it and yeah, into whatever direction that keeps everybody in the way towards the agenda of the world system that they want, the new world order. Novus Ordo Seclorum, written on the dollar note. New world order, new order of the ages. Whatever way that they want people to go in order to that new world order, they will make everybody in that direction. They do not want anybody thinking that these fuckers there are trannies, because it means that they ain't going to get down to that point of destruction on humanity. They're not going to ever get there, because people are going to completely wake up out of it, and they're not going to fucking comply with it. And that's the last thing that they want. So they'll bring their minions out, they'll bring this Fagatron out right here, this Film Cooper, the fuck this is, to do damage control and get people back in line, back in the herd, back on the road to Novus Ordo Seclorum, the new order of the ages. Back on order to that. Get all the minions out, get them in, to get people back in herd, get the sheeples back in the herd. That's what it is, people. And as I've already mentioned many times, questioning, as I said, you'll never be in danger you'll only ever be in a dangerous situation from not questioning things. Not questioning things is not going to get you in danger. Questioning things is going to save you. The more you question, the more you know. The less you question, the less you know. So don't be fucking falling into this crap. Simple as that, as I've just said. And yes, as I said, we've not even... So why? Yes, that's a good point. Why is this one trying to warp it into some bullshit transphobia crap, which it never was anyway to begin with? Because it changes the whole thing, and it tries to make us people look like we're all transphobes. We're like little hillbillies. They're trying to paint us in a way. They're trying to get us all painted in a certain stereotype. Because once they got a stereotype, they've got division. Once they've got a stereotype, they've got division. That's what they've got. So they're trying to paint us in a stereotype. They're trying to paint us in like a hillbilly way, like, oh, we're transphobes, Christian hillbillies. That's what they're trying to do, which none of us were ever doing we were transphobic. There's no such thing as being scared of fucking trans people. Unless they're fucking creepy little cunts like Lily Tina, who goes in fucking little children's bathrooms and fucking talks about its penis and all that. That's the sort of trans fuckers we're scared of, yeah. But we're not, we're not. And it was never about that to begin with. See how they're trying to warp it? Yes, as I said, because it's getting a stereotype of troopers to try and cause division. So that we're targeted, basically. They got a target on us. Do you see what I mean? That's what it is. They're trying to turn us into some hillbilly, conspiracy theorist, transphobe, which to me sounds fucking amazing. Like, I'll happily be that label. Christian hillbilly transphobe. That I'll happily take that fucking label stereotype any day, and I think all of us will, and that's why the awakening is so good. All of us will take that label happily. It's not a crazy label anymore. We'll be crazy. Happy days. I'm a fucking crazy person. I'm a fucking crazy person. Get in the bag. See what I mean? It's not working. It's not working, babes. Ain't working anymore. Your little trying to get your little stereotype, trying to get everybody in line. It ain't working, and this was a year ago as well. And as I said, the awakening has only gotten better in the last year, the last couple of years. It's only gotten better, so this shit hasn't done shit. And as I says, we weren't even doing transphobia. We were breaking down basic anatomy, the fact that these lot in the mainstream media are lying about their gender, which then goes on to, if they're lying about their gender, which is a big deal, what else are they lying about? Everything they're lying about. And the fact that they're always pushing demonology, they're always pushing occultism, they're always wearing little red string bands around their arms without even mentioning what it is even about. Kabbalah. They're all Kabbalists, occultists, witches, Freemasons of the high degree, demons, androgynous, and that's why they are transgender, because it's a demonic business. I've gone into this before. And they got their minions out, keeping everybody in the herd, which it ain't working, because it's clearly not working, is it? I've just gone into that. You got trannies over here, you got trannies over here. These lot here look more like women, they have more feminine anatomy than these lot right here. These lot look more manly and masculine, way more. They are men. These lot over here are women, and that is fucking bang on. The anatomy is all there. Go look into it. I've got a video on my channel, and you don't even need to even know. You don't even need to be a genius to work this stuff out. Just use your eyes, and you'll see. Just break out of that. Just break out of that spell cast and that mind control spell, just for 1 second. And look for yourself, think for yourself, question things, and you'll realise what's going on in this world. I swear down, I promise you, you'll realise. You'll wake up, and you'll see the light of day. You'll see the reality of what's going on around us. If you just break out of the spell for 1 second, you just question things, people, I promise you. If you just question things, you'll wake up eventually. Just start questioning things.